Alright, the wheel wells are all double coated with that professional grade undercoat, the thick stuff. Alright, I got that shield put in to protect the diesel heater fuel pump. Turned out pretty good. It's in there really solid. Very secure. Everything painted. Double coat with the undercoating. We'll definitely come here down the road and do a lot better job. There's going to be a lot of dry spots in behind the tubing or anywhere there's a mount, but I didn't want to take all the time to undo everything just to paint behind it. So this will be a good first coat to protect things initially, and maybe a year or two from now I'll come in here and remove everything so I can paint every inch of this wheel well. But I'm happy with that. It'll also be a lot easier next time I do this if I take off the tire, which would be so awesome. It was so hard to get in to some of these areas. I had to crawl in behind the tire and spray the back sides of these beams. It's just really difficult, but yeah, I didn't want to spend too much time on this. So we'll come back here another time and do a really good job. I think I still got enough room to replace this fuel pump if I need to with that there. So yeah, it'll turn out very well. And this will keep mud from getting up or caking all over this pump and corroding it out. We're getting on this connector. It's probably waterproof, but still wanted to protect that. So that'll do it. Very lovely night tonight. It's like 70 degrees. That kind of got a little crinkly, didn't it? Or maybe that's just the surface I was painting on. Anyway, we will pull these tires down the road, disconnect things, and do a much better job. But yeah, for right now, real happy with that. While those fenders are curing, I measured and marked out some locations for the side marker lights. 8 inches back on the front, 8 inches back from this back edge on the back, and everything spaced evenly at 29.5 inches with a light in the center. I like the look of that. Even spacing all the way down with one centered. Both sides. Center tapped, or center punched. Yeah, 11/16. That's a nice snug fit. So, all right, I'm gonna try out this degreaser here. Heard this works good with pressure washers to degrease the back sides of these skirts, since they got sprayed down with WD-40 to prevent rust, and now they're all greasy. So I'm going to soap them up, pressure wash, get the grease off, I'll prime, undercoat the back sides, then I'm going to wire wheel the front, and go direct to metal with the Ford Gray, since that works really well. I was thinking it might make things easier using the pressure washer up under there with some of this stuff, but it's only getting to about 70 degrees right now. Tomorrow will be a little bit warmer, but I think water's gonna hang around in the crevices for quite a while. It's gonna take a while for that all to dry out, so I don't think I'm gonna use the pressure washer. It's gonna make everything wet, and I'm gonna risk having moisture trapped in the nooks and crannies behind that skirt. So I'm just gonna wipe it down with a rag and some rubbing alcohol, call that good, and we'll save this stuff. I initially got this for pressure washing the body, so I could give that a repaint, give it another coat, but yeah, let's just save it for that, and we'll just wipe down the skirt with a rag and some IPA. Just need to go along the outside with a wire wheel now and get this rust. right, everything is undercoated. Finally done painting under the RV. I think a year or two from now, we'll give this a proper clean and another coat, this undercoating. But we'll see how it lasts, how it holds up to the elements. The frame could still use some, but it's pretty good condition. There's little bits of rust here and there. Just some minor surface rust, so I'm not too concerned about that. Just wanted to paint the fresh metal, the new stuff. Put so much work in the building. Just so it doesn't rust all out. It's a lot thinner too. That's 16 gauge, and the frame will last just fine without it for another year or two. Hopefully by the time I go to paint this again, we'll have a piece of property and hopefully have a ramp. I'm sure I can't afford a lift. That'd be nice. That'd be real nice. But maybe build like a steel ramp system this can drive up onto and give me some room to work under here. Oh, that'd be so nice. Or at the very least, just dig a pit in the ground, stabilize it, have a place for the RV to get worked on from the underneath and give me some room. But yeah, I think I'm pretty much done under here. Fenders are on permanently and bolted down good and tight. Just need to paint the front of them, as well as the side skirts, of course. Oh, happy to have that done. Alright, that's looking much better. Finally, got that all painted. Still need to paint the front cap. Still need to paint. I'm going to touch up the body too, or more than likely just give it a full recoat. But that all needs to get pressure washed, cleaned. It's all dirty. So we'll save that for later. But there it is, Ford gray. Finally matching ish. Got a lot of touch up to do. Need to clean this, need to clean this. We'll paint it later. So get caught up on some other things. This is like overspray on it, so this definitely needs to get painted again. But that'll need a pressure washing. I'll need to pull this tape off and get it prepped for a second coat after this one is fully cured. In the meantime, I'm going to move on to some other things, but boy, that is nice to see that all done. No more exposed metal anymore. Realized now I should have had this side and this side equal lengths. This only comes down to the bottom of this beam. This goes all the way down to the bottom of the body, and that's about where the bumper is going to be. So that should also come down as far as that, so it matches with the bumper. So there's going to be a little bit of a funny looking spot there where the bumper kind of just ends, or I don't know, maybe it'll look fine. I'm not too worried about it, just something I just realized. And I could always make like just a little piece just so that transitions better, so the lines transition better. But then again, I'm going to do a custom bumper in the future, which I could have just wrap all the way to there, get some good side protection. So I'm not too worried about it. Just something I was thinking about there. It's like, well, that should have been. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about it. I was just measuring to the bottom of this beam without the cap on. I kind of forgot about where the bumper, the bottom of the bumper ends up, or comes down to. So I'll make it work. I was going to reinstall the original turn signals here, but I think I'm going to just make a plate, drill a couple holes for those 3/4 inch LEDs, and then I can have a complete LED upgrade on the RV. No more incandescent lights. Also, the housings are pretty old. Lenses are looking kind of brittle. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna put a plate here. But a couple of these bolts or studs have snapped off, one on each side. I think I'm just gonna cut these and drill a hole all the way through, so I can just use a new nut and bolt. All right, got some 4 1/4 by 9 inch plates cut here. patches every day now. Actually managed to hang on to these end pieces. Out instead of just threading a bolt into there like they used to have. Drill it out and make it big enough for a nut and bolt. Oh yeah, just like I remember. Yeah, let's put a nut and bolt in there. All right, now those are neat. I like the way those turned out. Simple way to add some LED bullet lights. I think that's gonna look real cool. Everything's all lit up. I can't wait to get those lights in. But that is something I can do in the rain, so let's utilize the nice sunny weather for other things. I think I can go ahead and put these on. I do want to paint this at some point, but I think I can paint everything just fine with the bumper on. There's a pretty good gap along these areas for some reason. The middle still has a good gap. It's like it's just kind of sprung up a little bit. I don't know, but I can still get in there with the paintbrush. Paintbrush. Yeah, I don't think I have too much to worry about. Putting things together and painting later. Might just even keep this paint job. I don't know yet. Could always do that much later. I'm not sure. I really want to paint all this stuff though, like the caulking and the overspray and the There's some areas that need a recoat. I mean, everything got coated pretty good. I did some touch up not too long ago, but I don't know, we'll see. We will see about the paint. I think I'm gonna add some more caulking to the back side of this, just to kind of hold some support over these cracks. This is all plastic. As soon as I get on the road, I will keep my eye open for RV junkyards, and I'll start grabbing up pieces like these. Grab up a couple extra of these. I want to snag some windshield wipers. These are pretty hard to find or to figure out what the heck even goes here. I've done a bunch of research and run into nothing but dead ends. I got 3 different sets of wiper blades coming to help me kind of put my own, to do my own custom. I need to modify them to work, but yeah, I've can't figure out what actually goes here for replacement blades. Searching the RV or the chassis leads me to nothing but dead ends, so I want to snag a pair of those. You know, if I customize a couple, they're gonna be a little weird, so if I ever get to an RV junkyard, I want to snag a couple of those. These side cap things. Though this probably won't always stay a chrome bumper. I had plans to build my own custom bumper, I think, which would look really cool, but I really like the way it's turning out. I kind of want to just keep it as it is, how I remember it, you know, the way Patches was for the 7 years I lived in her. So I don't know, I kind of want to keep this now. This looks really good. I like the turn signal plate. But we'll see, who knows. I don't know what this stuff is, but it's gotten real brittle. That's still sticking good. This side wasn't sticking. And it's only sticking to this side, not that side of the crack, so I kind of want to get that off of there. Oh, that was pointing my eye. Boy, I wonder, I would like to know what kind of caulking this is. It dries like plastic, or turns into like a hard plastic. This is quad. Stays a little real rubbery, flexible, and sticks really good. Unless it's over some old nasty paint or caulking that's, or sealant that's failing. I wonder if I have some epoxy. Got some quad. Alright, there's another botch job. Should last as long as I need it to, until I can find me some new caps. Might just see if I can have these made out of aluminum. That'd be cool. Take these into a metal shop or something. Not pretty, but that should hold the cracks together, keep them from getting any worse. That's a pretty beetle. the look of that, that looks a lot more secure than it used to. With just a couple coarse thread screws. And this side's gonna need a stack of washers in behind here, since there's a space. Alright, good and secure up here anyway. This is still kind of hanging out. I think at a later time I might actually cut like a angle on this, or build like a little support bracket that could come down, or maybe some kind of thing here. But yeah, I'm not too worried about that. More than likely I'll just cut a corner off of here to make that look a little more, and maybe I'll match this. That would make things look a little better. I probably will actually do that. Make things look a little better. Hangs down lower than the rest of the RV. RV's got a whole lot of clearance now because I took some cabinets out, which I like. I mean, it still looks real good. It looks really, really good. So happy to see that piece back on there. Completes the bumper. Let's do the other side, and I actually might go ahead and grab me a straight edge and mark a corner to cut, because I mean, I think it'll just be a quick, easy thing to do, and it'll look a lot better. Sucks. It's trying to rain again. Thought we finally got some sun today, but it went away. Just hold on for a little longer, please. Alright, that looks better. Gonna match these angles a little bit, and I guess there's some kind of a, you know, better benefit to that. It'd look even better if I added another piece or something, but yeah, that works. Actually, yeah, that's a lot better. That's a bit better. Not as big of a difference as I was hoping, but it works. Works for me. Doesn't stand out as much. kind of transitions into this a little better. That's okay. Maybe in a year or two we'll build a cool new bumper, or maybe see if I can have some aluminum side caps made, because I really like the way this turned out with the new turn signals. But yeah, maybe I could just take these into a metal shop somewhere and have them shape me a piece of aluminum and have them do a thing. Maybe have it come out and meet up right here or something. I don't know. I'll worry about that later. I'm also still liking the idea of doing like a beefy tube bumper. Do some tubes, like a dual tube bumper. Should be easy. Just kind of match this curve and have it bend around. Have that continue back to this edge as long as it hangs down below this. I mean, I could probably still get this out of here if I need to. I just lean it out, but I really don't want to have to cover that up. I like the idea of this coming on and off easily. Either way, I'm happy with that. That'll last some years. Get us back on the road. We could do all the little smaller projects later. But there it is, bumper back on, new turn signal plates installed. I really want to get those lights in now. I want to see how it all looks. Headlights, the turn signals. I think it's gonna be cool. You guys, can't wait. Oh, what a long journey it's taken to get to this point. Did not plan for all the hang-ups and all the time this was going to take. I did not foresee all the things very well. But it's going to be worth it. It's going to last. Patches, it's going to last as long as we need her to. Yeah, that looks good. Looks real good, especially this angle. That looks, yeah, I like that. That works. It's not perfect, still a little weird, but so I guess that's, it kind of matches, you know, kind of goes with the whole flavor of the thing. The whole thing is just a little weird, so I like it. Yeah, now to decide on whether or not I want to paint the bumper gray. Somebody had a good idea just to clear coat this, but I would want to like fix up this blue stripe a little bit, fix up this, whatever color you call this, like a dull gray brown blue. Weird colors. Got a brown and like a beige. And yeah, boy, I feel like it'd just be a good idea just to paint it all one color while everything's off. Headlights are out. I guess I don't have to paint this. I could just stay black. But I feel like it'll give some protection to the fiberglass if I paint it. Somebody had another great idea, which is just to go ahead and paint it gray for now, and then later on do some striping and run those back. That's a nice idea. I'll do like a gray and black stripes. That would look cool. But yeah, gray is just keeps it simple, makes it a whole lot easier. I really like the Farm and Implement paint. It's real durable. Yeah, I'm just real happy with it. Stuck straight to bare metal, and I've had no issues anywhere with it, and it just looks really good. But boy, yeah, if I do kind of want to keep patches just like that. It is so cool to see her again. Patches, you're back. Almost. Still got headlights and a grill, and gonna go ahead and do a hood pin right here. It's just, this thing is just not cooperating, and I don't want to have this thing get stuck when I need to have it opened, like if I'm out on the road. So yeah, and I think it'll be easiest. I was thinking putting two right here. But the way this pivots, I'm also kind of worried about that. But yeah, maybe I will put two. Yeah, I was thinking about putting 2 hood pins on the sides here because it would look a whole lot better than having one centered. I think that might look kind of ugly, but I was thinking I needed these little bump stops for the support, but I don't know if they're, you know, I'm thinking I can put a rubber bump stop here, or even a spring, and then you can push in on the hood pins, latch them in, and that'll be plenty supportive. And then yeah, I'm gonna have to, you know, the way this pivots, I'm wondering how a straight pin is going to line up with the hole on the hood. I don't know. It would look a whole lot better having 2 on the sides versus 1 dead center. So I'm not sure what I'm thinking. I could just gonna go whichever route is easiest, and I'd probably be just doing 1 centered. Could always like find a way to, I don't know, cover it up with like a custom hood emblem, some kind of thing. I don't know. Anyway, lots coming up, everybody. Thank you for watching. One step closer to hitting the road. Boy, she's looking good. So good to see her back. Maybe I'll just enjoy her for a little while, and then I can, you know, move on to something else, and then I can feel better about painting this gray. I really do want to just go ahead and paint the, gonna need a pressure washing though, gonna need the rain to stop, so that'll be a little ways off. So anyway, what do you guys think? Keep the cap the same color, clear coat it, touch it up, though I'll never be able to match. I guess I could probably have a paint store match these colors. It's gonna be some faded, it's not gonna be the original colors, it'll be a faded version of what it used to be. It's all pretty like there. That might be fresh enough to get a good paint match on, even though I'm not really sure how to do that. Can you just take a picture and bring it into a paint store, or do they have to like put like a tool up to it and scan it? If I did that, I could make it look a lot cooler by like continuing these stripes back. Maybe not all the way. I really don't want to have to do all that work of painting. Just come back a little bit and have them come to a spike. Come back a little bit, spike. Come back a little bit, spike. And then maybe this could just come and, I don't know. It's gonna be so much less time for me just to get it painted gray. Or just skip it all together. I feel like these should get painted. I got some self-etching primer for these, because I feel like after a time these will rust. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. What do you guys think? Paint it? Or what? What should I do? Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.